Resolution 090759, authorizing the contract with HVAC Inc. Mr. General Manager.
Thank you. One of the challenges we have at TriMet, particularly because of our buildings are pretty old and the HVAC systems are equally old and challenging, is to be able to have on-call services to be able to deal with those heating and ventilation systems. We provided for bid to be able to have those on-call services. This contract and this resolution provides that we would have a contract to be able to be awarded to HVAC Incorporated for those on-call services. We would urge your approval.
Motion? So moved.
Second.
Second.
Georgia.
Discussion?
Fred, is there a provision in their contract that any replacement of HVAC equipment will be energy efficient? We talked about old systems, so when they do put in new systems, is there a requirement that they pay attention to new and updated technology
In this case, this will be on-call only. We would be, as the owner of those buildings, we would be specifying exactly what equipment we expect to be able to be put in, and we always look for the most energy efficient facilities. But they would be providing the service only after we had determined what we wanted to be able to have done. Most of this is just maintenance of the existing system, but if there are, in fact, replacements, we would specify that. We would no doubt design that ourselves, that is the specification for what kind of services or equipment we want.
Questions?
What?
Is this a change in contractors?
It is. Steve, maybe, yeah.
It is.
If you have more questions, Steve would be able to answer existing.
Yeah, just what you referred to in-house is the cost difference so great? I'd rather see it done by in-house. I'd rather see us doing the work than subcontracting this outside.
Each time we look at our maintenance facilities and determine what we think we can do best internally or externally, the two major issues for us are, number one, do we have the expertise? And two, is it an expertise that will be used on a regular basis, ongoingly, that justifies having that kind of work in-house? We would prefer most maintenance activities to be in-house. However, here's something that's very sporadic in terms of the demand, and consequently we believe, and also having expertise in HVAC systems, consequently we believe we would not be very cost-effective to be able to have it in-house for something that kind of is so spiked in terms of the demand.
Well, and Mr. Chair, that's the reason I raised the question, Fred. If it's sporadic and it doesn't happen that often, then why not have our in-house people do it?
Additional training for them, and all of our in-house people are doing other work. So we need to be able to add staff, have them specifically trained in this area, but not have them fully employed throughout the year.
Oh, well, when they mentioned training, so I took it for granted our in-house people were capable of doing this.
They do some of the minor maintenance, but when we're really talking about a major...
The normal preventive maintenance is done by our skilled technicians. They do the cleaning of the coils, changing of the filters. They'll check to make sure that the thermostats are set properly. If we have a repair or we have to change an expansion valve or charge the system, or as Fred said, more sporadic maintenance as needed, we'll call in a contractor to do that. That eliminates our need to keep licenses current for the handling of freon from the EPA and so forth. This is all talked about with local unions. We talked to John Hunt in the ATU about things that we do contract out. It's been received and welcomed over the years.
Let's train our people. Okay. Thank you for the explanation.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 090760, authorizing the contract with Swigert Coil Systems. Mr. General Manager.
Thank you. Again, this is one of those additional parts and services that we need for our ongoing maintenance. This equipment had gone out to bid. We had issued a request on April 15th of this year for a one-year base contract plus 4 additional one-year options for these traction motors. Overall, we had a number of bidders, but the best responsive bidder was this And we believe that it provides, as you can see, the best price on the graph on the or the table on the second page. Staff report both best price, but we also believe that this is a reasonable cost for these activities. We would urge your approval.
Motion?
So moved.
Second. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Resolution 090761, authorizing a contract for the Rockwood Reconstruction Project. Mr. General Manager.
Thank you, Mr. President, board members. This is a straightforward contract to be able to refurbish that Rockwood station. If you recall, that's where the Fred Meyer is that then closed. It's where the old satellite restaurant was. It's just right in that area. This is an area that the city of Gresham created a urban renewal district around. It's a way to be able to really provide for investments in this area. It's a troubled area, but really has, I think, on the verge of being able to be brought back and really reinvigorated. And part of that, of course, is the MAX station and the work that needs to be done there. This is a process that we went through, and believe that the bid here is the most reasonable. As you see on the second page on the table, Stacy Whitbeck actually had submitted the lowest bid. They did that misunderstanding what was the work that would in fact be done. It's really an understandable mistake. We have the highest regard for Stacy Whitbeck. Because this contract was structured differently, they made an assumption, incorrect, that the kind of work that would be done that we would do versus what they would do and what would be paid for was the same as they had on other contracts. That was not the case. When they realized that, they withdrew their bid. Second, as a result, the best bid is the one provided over here. I should say, even though that this is just an award of the contract, it's really a chance to be able to see that refurbishment take place in a very important part of our alignment. With that, we would urge your approval. We'd be happy to answer any questions.
Motion?
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, well, go ahead. You first.
Well, since you represent the area, I'll yield.
No, and one of the points is, well, this is a local company, but Eugene do a lot of work up here. But my question is on Stacy Whitbeck. This is another Stacy Whitbeck that has cost us overruns on numerous projects that they come back for more money. And these people are good bidders, right? They know what they're doing. They're a good company, but we keep getting hit with these things of we're letting them rebid on something they didn't realize that, right?
I don't think
just
they
a little apprehensive.
Well, we're not understanding. Stacy Whitbeck is withdrawn. They are not a part of this. The proposal is an award to Skanska USA Building Inc. And Stacy is out of this.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I'm kind of excited in seeing that we are developing new relationships with other companies outside of our big three that we normally use. And even though Stacy made a mistake, they didn't try and get us to go outside of our norm by allowing them to rebid after they found out, and I respect them for that. And I hope that our new business alliance with Candice, is that how you pronounce your name? Skanska. Is as good as the relationship has been with some of our others doing the three phases that we've had.
Great.
Good.
Okay, further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?